All right. Well, I've had a couple of questions come in about using AgPlan as a tool. One of the things, this is going to be posted in both the Ag Finance and the Animal Science uh, section. So both, if you're in both, you don't have to watch it twice, but you'll get a chance to see. One of the reasons I choose AgPlan is because it's, I think, a very good place to combine a lot of information, um, things. Your business plan is what the tool is made to do. It's also a good place. A business plan is a good way to express to a banker what you're trying to do. It's also a good place to think about things as you're building out your team and your partnership, your management team. Even if you're planning on working alone, you still have a management team in a lot of areas. You'll use an accountant, a veterinarian, you'll have a lender, you might have crop consultants in there, and they all need to be thinking together to make sure that the farm is functioning as a unit. That's one way to use this. We're going to get into a little bit more in both classes, a little more detailed issue around record keeping, and that will probably require things other than AgPlan. The nice part in AgPlan is that in a lot of places you can connect that, and we'll take a look at how to link in different outside documents into your plan as well real quick here. But there are in both classes, you're not going to use all of the components of AgPlan. So one thing you can do if you're in a spot where it feels like they're overwhelming and it gets too confusing to have all the different sections on, you can click on, I don't know if we saw that, let's go back a second, return to my plans, and you more than likely only have one plan in here. I've been playing around with this for a while, so I have a whole lot of them in here. Not all of them are functioning at the same level, but in your home page on AgPlan, you'll have a section that says reviewers and then tools and settings button. If you click on the tools and settings link, this is a place where if you don't like the name, you want to choose a different name, you can do that here. You can take a look at the font size in the different areas for the headers and for the font, and then the size in the body of the text for each section if you want to adjust that and type. And I always like Arial, is one of my favorite ones to use. Comes from my work as when I was working in grad school. That's what my department required, so it was just something I always did when I was writing papers. The sections one, that's what we're going to focus on in just a second, but if you wanted to copy that plan, if you remember from here I have 2 Easy Acres 2 farms. That was just a copying the plan into a new setting. So you can do that here. If you want to transfer the plan, if you want to pass this on to a business partner or something down the line, you can transfer that plan here but remember that gives up your abilities. That's what this warning is saying. If you transfer it to another user, it won't be in your own, so be careful with that one. And of course you can delete the plan too, and of course there's a warning saying, yeah, do you really want to delete that? That's up to you later. Hopefully you don't do that right now. But, the part that I wanted to take a quick look at right now was this section. So for a lot of us in both the classes that we're in right now, a lot of these areas really won't make we won't be using much in here, so you could turn them off very simply and it'd be a little less cluttered if you wanted to do that. For the animal science, like we've been working in this operations area, so you want to leave those in place. We are going to get a little bit probably into marketing strategies and things like that a little later. Probably won't do much with this for the animal science team, although we might talk a little bit about who the animal parts of that management team that I was just talking about before, like a veterinarian, a nutritionist, that kind of thing, might fit into here and start working on that. The financial parts, we're going to go through almost all of this except for probably, well, you can do a capital request if you're planning on doing a capital request. I can go ahead and take a look at that, but we won't necessarily get there for everybody in the class. Again, getting the business plan in place for a lender is one reason to do a business plan. It's not the only reason to do a business plan. So hopefully you'll use this tool with that. Let's take a real quick look. I mentioned also bringing in outside documents into this plan, into your plan. That you can do by clicking on this paperclip tab, and then you go to your computer and bring in an attachment. So if you're using Microsoft Excel, let's say as a tool to gather information and you want that to be put in your plan, you can go ahead and do that. If you happen to have ThinPack and you have these documents here, those are things you could go grab as well. But you put this in as a PDF file, and that's a way that to keep things in one place. And like I said, we will get more into some other options and ideas on how to get into the detailed record keeping that everybody really needs to be thinking about how to have a good record keeping system if you're going to go into farming, no matter what your farming enterprises are. Keeping a good record of production will lead to better information in the business plan parts, as well as just a better understanding of how to make a living doing it. All right, I'm going to come back soon with a little bit more on record keeping, and we'll go from there. And as always, if you have any questions, by all means, email me or give me a call. Come to my office hours. Send the questions in the Blackboard question tab and put those out there. I've been kind of watching, by the way, on the Blackboard. I've been watching the comments and the communication between you all, and I'm going to be more engaged. And for the animal science part, I'm going to John Prisky will also be engaged in some thoughts in there too. I've been sort of what you call just watching in the background right now, watching how you all are interacting with each other. That's what I want those tools to be there for in general. But I'll be more active for the next couple of weeks in that as well as on your comments on your plans. So we'll talk to you all soon.